Start in child's pose today.
Child's pose?
Uh-huh. Knees out wide. Big toes touching. And start with reaching the arms long. If you can, the forehead, the third eye's on the ground. Knees out wide. Knees out wide, Nancy.
Wider.
As wide as the mat, and then toes touch. There you go.
My toes are
There. And breathe through your central channel even here. And you can start out by relaxing and just lengthening your spine. And then we're going to turn this into a little bit more of an active pose by straightening your arms, even if your elbows lift, and push down through your hands and your feet so you feel a little engagement of your belly. So your elbows lift and your hands are shoulder distance. So a little wider, Joni. No, the elbows don't, yeah, like that, perfect. So it's more like a long spine, long active spine for a few breaths. So you can really feel that central channel. Nancy, a little more heart. Yeah. You're Nancy. Okay, you're fine. And you can dedicate your practice here, maybe something you'd like to keep coming back to with the breath as we practice today. And your next inhale, let's come up onto a nice long all fours nest for a rhythmic vinyasa here. So knees are hip distance now, feet are pressing down, and bring weight forward as you inhale to open your heart, lengthen through your central channel. And exhale, press the hands forward all the way back into the hips. Inhale, you can stay rounded till you feel weight in your hands, then roll the heart through, open, look up. And exhale, press back. Keep weight in your hands pressing forward as you press back. And twice more like that. So a little deeper each time you're warming up. Keep the feet pressing down as you're lengthen your belly and open your heart, and press the hands forward to press the hips back. Last time, stay round, weight in the hands, drop the hips, open the heart, and press back, down dog. Good. So again, press those fingers forward, bend the knees a little bit, bend the knees a little bit more, so that the hips go back more, yeah. Oops. Good, now as you exhale next, take knees down and come onto all fours. Use your, in all fours where your hands are right under your shoulders and your knees are right under your hips. So let's take just a couple cat-cows here. Inhale, draw the shoulders back, lengthen the belly, look up a little. And exhale, press the hands and feet down as you lift strongly into the belly. Twice more like that. Inhale, open. And exhale, come into your core. One more time like that. And exhale, round, come into your core. Now come to a neutral spine. And take the right leg up. Press the top of the left foot down. Keep those hips even. And activate the right hand, reach with the left hand, palm towards the center. And if you're working for balance, just keep focused on what's touching the earth and press down. If you want to add a little movement as you exhale, elbow to knee across the core. and then extend out. Keep that up foot active. And exhale to round, and inhale, extend. A little slower, Joni. That's where the strength is. Exhale to extend. And now come to all fours. And inhale, open heart. And exhale, round. And come to neutral. Left leg lengthens out. Point that foot. Press down through the top of your right foot. Weight in your left hand. Reach the right arm long, palm towards the center. Again, either stay there, pressing down what's touching the earth to find your balance. Otherwise, exhale, cross over, elbow to knee, and round a lot. And extend out. And round. Come up into here. Yeah. And extend. One more time, round. And extend out. And come on to all fours. One little cat-cow, inhale, cow pose, open the heart. Exhale, press down to round. Good. Now come back into a neutral spine and extend out your right leg, right foot up. So extend it out to the side towards the wakeboards. And right foot up on the ground. And once you have your position, either stay right there, stick your butt out and open your heart, or else come down on your elbows if that'll deepen the stretch without too much intermission. Either way, find your stretch. Keep pressing the top of the left foot down, and that'll keep the core strong. Good, now if you're down, come up and walk the hands around to the left. Reach up and either stay right here or you can extend out that bottom foot and put it in back of the front foot for side plank. So you're out to the side.
My voice, my voice.
You can move your hand. It's gonna go off the mat. It's okay to go off the mat, that's good too.
Like that?
And exhale, put both hands down at the front of your mat. And give yourself a little cat-cow. Your hand can come off the mat. I'm just giving you.
Yeah, I totally lost a step there, I guess.
And now come to neutral. And extend the left leg out to the side on the ground. Point the toe up. Stick the buttocks out and lead with the heart. And if you can keep that and come down on your elbows, feel free, or just stay right here. A little more heart. Yeah. Yeah, so see this a little bit. Good. Okay, now remember you can come off the mat during this. So you're gonna take your right hand out off the mat to the right. And then reach up. And either stay right here, or if you wanna take it stronger, you extend out the low leg and you can stagger the feet. Nice, Nancy. Press down to lift the hips. And put the hands down and come back into down dog. So next we're going to do a few seated poses. So come down onto your knees and swing your feet around front. Take your left foot in, right foot straight up. Take the flesh away from those sits bones and sit on a blanket if you need to. Reach up and bow over your front leg, or Denise and I are gonna put our hands back and lift our chest. What?
Am I too close to?
No. I'm not gonna be here long anyway, I'm just having a moment. So just notice if your head's down, and it's fine, you don't need to change it, but just notice if you're stretching out your back too. And if you wanna go a little bit more into the hamstring, lift your head and lead with your heart. And now come on up to seated. Extend out the left arm, and it can be on the shin or on a block inside, either way. And then we're gonna twist towards that whiteboard, the windows here. And then reach overhead, bicep towards the cheek. Yeah, like that. So bring your arm down, Nancy.
Up here?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you get a little twist and a little side stretch, both.
Could you keep pulling?
So now reach, yeah, there you go. Is there a difference between reaching and pulling?
There shouldn't be. It's easier when you do it, but.
And now inhale up, and let's take the legs out wide. Inhale, reach. And either take the hands back if you're Denise, or bow forward if you're working on that. Keep the feet active and straight up. And if you lead with your heart, you'll feel it more in your legs. And if you lead with your head, you'll feel it more in your back as well. One more breath to lengthen. And then come on up, we'll take Janu Shirshasana, head to knee pose on the other side. Left leg long, right foot into the inner groin. Reach up for leg, and either hands back or bow forward. Again, just notice head down or leading with the heart, and make your choice. Everybody's foot looks great. Breathing through that central channel, a little more length in the back of the neck. Try to get breath even into the backs of your lungs. And next inhale, come up to a vertical spine, reach the left arm down the left leg, or take it with the, and then twist towards the whiteboards, reach towards the stage, palm down. You ever feel that? That's kind of, when you look up like that,
It throws
Just-
off my spine.
just, I think it's less comfortable.
Okay, thank you.
Calm down, go into here, and straight arm. Good, now come on up through center, and we'll take a seated cat-cow. So just bend your knees and grab your knees, and inhale, lift the chest, look up with a nice long back neck, And exhale, straighten the arms and hang on your knees, round, shrug the shoulders. Inhale, shoulder blades on the back, heart lifts. And exhale, belly to the back, waist round. One more time like that. And exhale, round. Good. Now grab the backs of the knees and let's take the feet up and release. Good. We're gonna take 3 more breaths here. And cross the ankles, keep the knees high, hands right next to the hips, and lift the hips. And sit back down, and again.
And is it all right to straighten?
If straight is harder, and if that's in your wheelhouse, feel free. Lift your chest a little, Nancy. And cross the ankles again, hands by the hips, lift up. Good. And now we're gonna do just a little rhythmic vinyasa with the legs straight out, hands next to the hips. And first just press down and lift the butt, and then put it back down. Lift the butt, active feet, and put it back down.
You're lifting with your butt or with your hands or together? Like
What?
lifting your hips or pushing with your,
Don't tuck like that as you do
Okay.
it, lift like that.
okay.
And so now watch me once. We're gonna go up and sit back down. Did you notice my feet didn't move? I didn't go like this. I just went up and then I sat back down. So we'll do that a few times. Inhale up and exhale, sit back down. Twice more, inhale up and sit back down. And one more time up and sit back down. Good. Now cross the ankles and let's push ourselves right over the ankles and come into down dog. A little longer, Nancy, with your down dog, yeah. And then you could be longer too, Nancy.
And then knees.
Breathing. And now weight in the hands, look forward, bend your knees and either walk or take a little hop towards the hands. And as you inhale, extend, hands to the shins. And exhale, bow, heavy head and shoulders. Inhale, arms out, reach out, rise up, lean back. And hands to the heart. And then take the legs out wide and point the toes in. We're gonna do another 2 little rhythmic vinyasas. First inhale, reach up, upward current. And exhale, circle down, arms through the legs and bow. Downward current. Inhale, rise. And exhale, bow. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bow, reach. One more time, rise. And bow and reach. And come on up, hands to the hips. This time, feet out. And the other 2 currents in yoga
Slipping on the rug.
are out and in. So as we go out, the heart opens. As we go in, we're gonna bend the knee and come into the core. So inhale out and exhale, fire in the belly. No, inhale out, watch me.
Okay.
And bend the knees and come into the belly.
Oh, okay.
Inhale out and bend the knees, come into the belly. And out and into the belly. And out and feet together, hands to the heart. Come to the front of the mat, feet hip distance. And inhale, reach out, lift up. And exhale, bow, forward bend. Hands to the shins, nice long spine. And exhale, right leg back, right knee down. And we're just gonna twist in this pose. So keep the hand down and twist towards the mountains. And if you want that to be a little stronger, you can flip your back foot and lift your back knee. Otherwise, just stay there. Lift up higher, yeah. Good. One more breath through that central channel. And exhale, hands down, step back for plank. You can do 3 little push-ups if you like. Just 3 inches, elbows kind of close to the side ribs. And then use as knees as needed to come slowly down to the mat. Come up onto the elbows for forearm plank. Interlace the hands and release the pinky fingers. We used to call this slumber party pose. Can you figure out why? But then some people hadn't been to slumber parties, so it's forearm plank. Elbows a little closer if it's okay on your back, Denise. And flip the feet. Rise on up. And I'm gonna time you for 1 minute.
When do you start?
30 seconds ago.
Just when you lift it up, activate your legs more, Nancy. Yeah. Lengthen the tailbone towards the heels. So you're trying to fill in your back waist with your core. And the more you press down all the way through your wrists, it'll be easier to stay there. And then once you get a little rest, if you came down, you could come back and you can use your knees if you need. Ten more seconds. You can do it. And now we're gonna come down for Sphinx pose, so keep the elbows right where they are, point the toes back, hip distance, and slide those hands forward. So elbows come forward a little bit more, Nancy. Because you're gonna also isometrically drag them back towards your hips, and that'll take your shoulder blades on the back, and also create some muscle in your spine. So your elbows right now, so you know, are in back of your shoulders. So that's,
Okay.
and then you drag your elbows back a little bit without moving them.
Right. Okay.
And then draw the shoulders back. Good, good, good.
Feels a lot better.
And now as you come down for Cobra, just drag your hands back and put your forehead on the ground. So your hands are gonna be back by your low ribs, elbows up, shoulder blades on the back. Toes pointed back, hip distance, lengthen to rise into Cobra. So use your central channel to energetically support you. Keep your knees on the mat. Press the tops of your feet down. And now flip the feet and press back for down dog. Two more full breaths. Feel your central channel here with a heavy head. And now look forward, bend your knees, either walk or take a little hop towards your hands. As you come to your hands, extend, hands to your shins. And as you exhale, bow, let's grab our elbows and just take a few breaths in Uttanasana, forward bending. That's perfect. And this pose even has a name. It's Ardha Uttanasana. That means half Uttanasana. Good. As you exhale, just release your hands and put your big toes together, your heels about 1 inch apart, and bend your knees. Rise up for fierce pose, Utkatasana. weight back in the heels, stick the buttocks out, and then lengthen the tailbone so you feel the low belly lift. Then give it a little bit of a cobra pose. Good. A little more pinky fingers towards each other. Feel how that settles those shoulder joints. Nice. A little more back into your heels, Govinda. And now inhale, straight legs reach. And exhale, bow. Release the shoulders and head. Extend, hands to the shins. And left leg back. We'll start with the left knee down. Left hand down, twist towards the whiteboards. Again, if you want to make it a little stronger, you can flip the back foot and lift the back knee. Nice. If you have that back leg straight, fire up the quad. Nice. One more breath, press down through the feet to lift up through the belly and the heart. And exhale, bow, step the back foot forward to the front foot. And rise all the way to standing. Hands to the hips for warrior one. Take the right foot back at an angle so there's a track between your feet and your hips are directly forward. Then on your next inhale, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, bend your front knee. Good. And you're good, Joni, but both Nancy's can take a longer stance and you'll be able to come a little deeper in your front leg. Good. Fire up that back leg if you can, Michael. And then feel those back muscles, just like you were doing a little cobra, and look up a little. And now hands to the hips, we're gonna take warrior two. So straighten the front leg to start and just move over that back foot so your heels are aligned and your hips are towards the whiteboard. Inhale, arms up, shoulder height, palms down. Bend your front knee as you exhale. Now you could take a longer stance because your knee is over your foot. Your knee wants to be right over your ankle. Good. And Nancy, you could take a longer stance also. Your knee is over your foot. Good. And breathe your ribs over your hips so you're not going forward. And now forearm to the thigh for side angle. Reach bicep by the cheek. Press isometrically through your back outer heel. And reach through your arm. Notice if you come down that one more inch, you're more in a line. And now as you exhale, put both hands down and step back into plank. You can either take your 3 push-ups here, meet on the belly, or feel free to rest a little more tailbone, go in the, yeah. And slowly to the belly for a cobra pose. So hands a little further back, Denise. Point the toes back, lengthen and lift. Shoulder blades on the back. Yeah, good. Lengthen the back of the neck, Nancy. Yeah, that works for Joni too. And now flip the feet, press back, down dog. And now take just a foot, take a step about a foot forward with your feet. And then bring your shoulders right over your hands. Look in front of your hands about a foot and either stay there with really straight arms working arm strength, or feel free to lift up your right leg. Keep it straight. Keep the hips even. Good. If you like, you can take a few little hops, otherwise just stay where you're comfortable. And put that right foot down, lift the left leg up. Yeah, good. Take rest if you need, maybe come back. Look forward a little bit more, Michael. And both feet down, walk it back again, and just take a couple breaths, lengthening the spine back towards the hips. And then look forward, bend your knees, walk or hop towards your hands as you land, extend, and bow. Rise, and hands to the hips again. We're taking warrior one again, so come to the front of your mat and just step your left foot back and make sure your hips stay directly forward, so it's at an angle this way. And you want your hips to be a little, so the hips should be directly forward, Nancy. Nancy, bring this foot over this way just a smidge. Yeah. And longer stance. And as you inhale, reach up. As you exhale, bend your front knee. So your back heel stays on the ground in this one. So it'll stretch your back thigh more. So maybe for you it's a shorter stance. Mm-hmm. Lift up with your chest, yeah. Like that. Good. And exhale, hands to your hips, straighten your front leg. And we're gonna move that back heel so the hips, so the heels are aligned and your hips are towards the windows for warrior two. Bend your front knee and reach out and look over your front middle finger. Good. Good, beautiful. And always remember to keep your belly tight. Yeah, that was good. I could see a little toot, 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 toot. Tight, tight, tight. And forearm to the thigh for Parsvakonasana. Slice that left arm through space. Yeah, that landed in the socket. Press the back heel back and reach. Now I think with this one you could step back a little bit so you can go deeper. And then you're gonna feel this line. You could go a little deeper in the front leg. Yeah. Now that line is right there. And exhale, put your hands down, step back for plank. You can take 3 little push-ups if you like, or we meet on the belly, use knees as needed for Shalabhasana locust pose. So we'll start with the forehead on the ground, even more tailbone when you come down. And hands by the hips, palms down. So right here, draw those shoulder blades on the back and the forehead's on the ground. And then lift everything with the hips. So the thighs lift, the legs are straight, shoulder blades on the back. It's a cobra pose in your upper body. And a lengthen and lift in the back body. Nice. Strengthening the whole back body. And slowly come down, look to the right, heels in, heels out, toes in, palms up. Feel how when you put your palms up, your shoulders can relax down better. Now look to the left. Relax the shoulders again, make sure the butt's getting a chance to relax. And we'll take a cobra pose to down dog, so forehead on the ground, hands next to the low ribs. Point the toes back. As you inhale, lengthen to lift, keep those shoulder blades on the back, not pressing towards one another, just on the back. And then flip the feet, press the hands forward, the hips back, use knees as needed. Good. And right leg rises. Bring it on through and stand up facing me. Nice wide stance, point the toes in, hands to the hips. Inhale, press down to lift up, open up. And then just hinge at the hips, stick the buttocks out, hands right under the shoulders. Use a block under your hands if you need. Slightly bend the knees and press the heels out. As best you can, yeah, exactly. Keep the spine long rather than rounded in this one.
Okay.
This is where you want to lie over something right there. Yeah. Feel where that is?
I'm starting to feel it more.
And next breath, inhale, hands to the hips. Stay here for one breath. And press down to rise up. And open up your right leg forward. Bend your right knee for warrior two again, arms out. Press through the back outer heel so that, yeah, feel the difference in the weight. It is popping
It's like
forward.
dropping.
Yeah. I almost bring your shoulders back a little bit. And use that front heel pressing this way to open up your front hip for window. Just like, yeah. And now straighten your front leg, left arm down, right arm up, lean back. And now we're gonna take Trikonasana. So reach way forward, stick your butt out diagonally back, and then place your hand on your shin, or if you have a block and you'd rather use that, feel free. Twist towards the windows. Keep it tight. Good, beautiful. And give it a little more heart, Michael. Oh, nice. See what happens if you just take your foot in a little bit more than that, and then press back through that heel. It got you down a little bit. And now put both hands down and step back for a plank. You're always welcome to rest in child's pose or down dog, or take your push-ups. Use knees as needed to go to the belly, a little more tailbone, go to the knuckle. And cobra pose. And flip the feet, press back, down dog. And left leg rises. Bring it through and stand up with a nice wide stance facing me here. Pigeon toe your feet. And this time we'll take a shoulder opener. So pigeon toe your feet, Nancy, towards me. We're gonna take a shoulder opener, forward bend, arms out. Exhale, interlace. And then as you inhale, really roll the heart open and the shoulders back. And then as you exhale, bow. Head reaches towards the windows in between your legs. Hands away from the spine. Good with those feet, Nancy. Good. And next inhale, just come all the way up, one breath, hands to the hips, and open up the left foot for warrior two on this side. Look down to see that your heels are lined up and your back foot's pigeon-toed a little. Inhale your arms up, and exhale, bend your front knee. So right now your shoulders are forward of your hips. So, here. I mean, this way. You go.
Oh, gotcha. I see. Here.
You too, Nancy, take your shoulders back this way a little bit. Yeah, that's good. And look forward.
So is that it?
Perfect. And now straighten that front leg, right arm down the back leg, left palm up, lean back. Oh, that's beautiful. A little bit of a cobra pose in the upper back. So it's partly a side stretch and partly a twist and partly a heart opening. It's got a lot of elements. And now keep that length in the left side body. Stick out the buttocks diagonally towards the props and reach forward. Put your hand down and you get as far forward as your front hamstring will let you, and twist towards the whiteboards. So I think you need to be here. Yeah, there you go. Straighten that front leg. Press through the back outer heel. Belly to the back waist. Open the heart. And let that central channel, let the breath help you to find your head. And exhale, put your hands down, step back for plank or rest. Push-ups or rest. And you should be working so the push-ups become a little deeper by the week or month. And slowly to the belly for Dhanurasana bow pose. So forehead on the ground and bend the knees, grab the ankles. Keep the knees hip distance, shoulder blades on the back, and kick the heels away from the buttocks. Can you do it?
Mm-mm. It's in
Where's that strap?
unremissioned. No, can you not bring a strap?
Kick, kick, kick. Yeah, nice. You can lift your head a little bit, Nancy. So feel the back thighs stretch. And then slowly come down. We're gonna rest while Joni gives it a try. Yeah, good. Lengthen your legs out. Look to the right, palms up. And look to the left. So we stretched out the thighs a little bit, and we're gonna work on balance now. So forehead on the ground, hands next to the side ribs for a cobra pose. Organize your feet so they're hip distance and pointing straight back. Then lengthen to lift into cobra, keeping those shoulder blades on the back. And then flip the feet, press back, down dog. So either walk or float forward towards your hands. As you arrive, extend. And bow, release the shoulders and head. Arms out, reach out, rise all the way up. And hands to the hips. So your hands are on your hips, so you'll keep them straight forward. That we're gonna do the 3 poses that we do when we're on the ground, but we do them with the leg straight out. But we're gonna do it with the knee bent. So let's start standing on the right foot. And just come to the point of the left toe. And it's common to kind of slide into that hip. So let's start by lifting up. Lift those belly muscles. And then lift the left leg. And if you need to, Denise, just keep it down and keep your right leg strong. Hands to the hips will keep them directly forward when we open the hip. Good. Good. Now we're going to open it up towards the windows. So keep lifted as you reach that left knee towards the left. And you're kind of doing a little bit of a tree pose.
A little bit. Stop.
Can I keep it on?
And now while we still have a little juju left, or maybe take a rest, we're going to come back forward and put our right hand on our,
Oh my goodness.
right hand on our left knee and reach back. So this is the twist that we do on the ground. Trying probably takes more strength than eventually finding your sweet spot. And now put that foot down and reach up for a little standing salutation. Inhale, hands to the shins, and bow again. Keep the belly lifted as you rise all the way to standing, and hands to the heart. Hands to the hips, and we're going to stand on our left foot. And lift onto the toes of the right foot. So you can always come back to this. If you start to lose your balance, just come back to this instead of wobbling around too much. And lift that right leg and keep lifted out of the left leg. Good, breathe. A little more of this, just a little. Good. Good. That actually got you more in your core, Linda. And then slowly take the knee out to the right. And don't take it out too far. Keep your hips forward. And you can put your toe down as much as you need to. And now bring the foot forward. Take the left hand to the right knee and reach back. Just a little. Look back too if you can. Good. We're trying. And next time I'll have you put a chair there so you even have more luck. But if we do it more often, you'll get better at it. So one little half salutation again, and exhale, bow. In to extend, and bow again. Arms out, rise up, and hands to the hips. And now we're going to use this famous wall to do Natarajasana. You know this pose? Where you're standing and you're back bending. But we're going to come over to the wall. Unless you're Govinda, you can do it in the middle of the room. And if you can, you can. But we're going to come and use the wall. There's a common misalignment in this pose where people go like this. So we're going to use the wall to keep ourselves directly forward. We don't need our mats over here. So we're gonna grab from the inside with the elbow crease out. So I like to say, start hitchhiking like that. And then keep your hand like that as you bend your right leg and grab from the inside, from the arch side. Other way. Yeah, that opens this up. And first, just try to get the knees together and lift the chest. Keeping the hips directly forward. Is that your, that's not even your bone knee, is it? Oh, it's your back.
hamstring. This feels okay, but if I turn my shoulder out.
So stay upright and kick back. So that stretches your thigh more, I think. That might be something that would stretch your
Am I
thigh.
doing it wrong? Am I doing it wrong?
Mhm.
Yes.
Keep your hips and your shoulders forward, and then start kicking back. So kick into me. Uh-huh. So see how your elbow crease is inside?
No. Oh my God.
Outside. That opens your shoulder. And just try to get your knees together like this, and your hips directly forward. That'll be the beginning of stretching that thigh. Take the hips into my hand a little bit. Yeah. Feel how that stretches that thigh? Now let's go with the other leg. Yeah. Do you need something else besides what you have here with these? Okay. So keep your right hand on that windowsill there. So hitchhike. Keep it that way. Keeps this shoulder open. And then just try to work the knees together and stretch this thigh. Open the heart. Good. Nice, nice, nice. Hip forward a little bit. And reach this way. Yeah. Nice, nice. Good, now just try taking your hand away from the wall even for an instant. Reach up. Yeah, there we go. Good. Let's come back to the mat.
Feel like a noodle.
That's gonna
Good,
take
good,
some extra
good.
practice.
Yeah.
So let's meet in down dog. Or child's pose if that's what you need at this point. Well, darn, I don't think I put this video in the right position to get any of what we did by the wall. But I'll remember that next time. Good, now let's come down on our knees for Ustrasana camel pose. You can either flip the feet or keep the tops of your feet on the ground. And you're gonna keep the thighs directly forward, but I want you to watch me. There's a difference between going like this and having your thighs active. And you see how my chest actually caves when I do that? Or I'm gonna lengthen and reach back through my heart focus. So try and keep the thighs forward, but lead with the hips. Lift the chest and reach back for your heels. Palms towards you, Nancy. Good. And exhale back to child's pose. So you can see I was trying to get you a little deeper into your Ustrasana by doing bow pose first, and then we stretched out those legs next to the wall. Did you feel like you could go any deeper? Well, keep trying. And now we're either gonna take shoulder stand or come over to the wall and do the prep for shoulder stand. So take a block over to the wall. And I'm gonna show you, oh, I'm gonna point this over there. So we're gonna, I showed you how to get up on the wall, but I don't think Nancy was here. If you want, if you don't trust the floor and you want your mat, feel free, but I'm just gonna use the floor. So this is called embryo pose. I just made it up. And then we're gonna slide. See, then you don't have to like scooch a lot. And then we're gonna start with this. See how I just opened this whole area by lifting up onto the hip? Okay. Go, y'all. So you wanna get both sits bones on the wall when you're in embryo pose. And yeah, good, Joni, you can do it either way. She likes to be right next to something. There's a big old
Okay, I just
baseball.
wanna make sure I'm not.
And so once you've got your legs up the wall and both sits bones on the wall, press down to lift up and put that sacrum right under your, put that block right under your sacrum, just like you do in class. And then palms up, roll the shoulders back. So when you don't do it that way, you end up a foot away from
Yeah.
the wall. So come down, take your knees this way, and now
Get my
scooch,
butt
get
all
your
the-
butt all the way on the wall.
Okay.
And then you're almost too close now. But that's better. I'm gonna give you a tall
I
one.
think I can do this from
What?
now. Oh, no, this is good.
I'm gonna get you a bigger block.
Okay.
A bigger block gives you a, yeah, you can have a sister one. Not trying my wall pose. I think it'll be better with a little bigger block.
Okay.
And then palms up, shoulders back. So keep your feet on the wall for now. And then your shoulders back so your chest lifts up. Yeah. There we go. So part of this in preparation for shoulder stand is that your shoulders are far back. A shoulder stand is not neck stand. If you put your chin more on your chest,
Yeah.
your seventh cervical will be on the ground. So if you get used to the strength in your upper back.
And you want more of your,
Yeah, that's a
this
good
part of
thing.
your, this part of your head right here, not your
Yeah.
neck going, okay, good. Thank you.
Yeah, good. Just a couple more breaths like that, strengthening that upper back. And then we're gonna bend our knees and press and lift your hips. And then exhale, go all the way down, take the block out. So roll back down. So just roll your spine out. This is something you can do at home if you have wall space, which some people don't. Inhale and rise up. So see if you can get a little higher with your butt and your upper back stretch each time, and then come down. Roll it on down. Couple more times like that. Palms up, shoulders down, so it's that same strengthening. And your next time you're up, stay there and try to reach one leg up towards the sky. So not back over your head, but up, so that it lifts your butt more. Yeah, that's great. This is a forte for you because you're more rounded, it is prettier. Those of us that do this have to work on that more. So you gotta look at your silver lining. And then take the other leg up. Well, you can put the other one down first. And press into the wall to lift your hips up and kick it up. Press down. Good. And now put that foot on the wall. Press and lift one more little inch. And then slowly roll down. Come into your embryo pose. And then come on up and back to the mat. Isn't it good to have a wall though?
It is nice to have a wall. Yeah, yeah, that does some nice things to it for back. It needs
Stretching the back row.
yeah.
And now let's come on to our backs. And let's start with a little fish pose, it's the traditional counter pose to shoulder stand, and we opened up our back in this way. So fish pose is kind of like an upside down cobra. So lengthen your legs out and palms down right next to your hips. You're gonna keep your forearm down, press down and lift your chest, and press into the back of your head. So you don't wanna kink the neck too much. So you're coming up into a little cobra. Press and lift. Lift up into me here. Yeah. Press your head down, lift your chest up. Come up, up, up. Even higher. Yeah, there you go. And see if when you come up, can you use your neck strength to lift your chin up into your chest first? And then roll all the way down onto the mat? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good. And now we're gonna take bridge pose, so bend your knees. And bring your feet so they're right under your, so Nancy, you could bring them forward an inch. And Nancy, you could bring them, no, you're good now. So press down to lift your hips, palms up. Just like you did by the wall, press your shoulders down to lift your chest up. And I think if you lift your forearms and press down, you get even more strength to lift up in your chest. That's great. Try this. And press down. Yeah. Feel how much more strength you get from that? See if you can keep pressing down through your right leg and lengthen your left leg out. Press down to lift your hips. And other way. Press down, lift your hips up, lengthen your leg out. And put that foot down, kick up one more time with your hips. And come on down, lengthen your legs out, neutral spine. And now let's grab our strap and do that pose we did balancing with our leg out and on our backs. So I think we're gonna try and do both of those for a while so you can feel what it feels like on your back and then feel what it feels like balancing. So on your right foot, lengthen your left leg out, draw your shoulder blades back, and stretch that right hamstring out. So just stretch the right hamstring. So keep both feet active, and that'll give you a little semblance of balancing. Just a little. Yeah. And then take the prop into your right hand and open up towards the right. Joni's got the best spot for pressing. You can press that foot into the wall. It's fun. I'll show you. You can press your foot into me, and it brings that hip over. Yeah, good. Look there, yeah. And now use the cord, belly to the back waist to draw that leg up through center. And we'll take the twist. So change the prop into your other hand. Reach your right hand towards the whiteboards. So you're reaching your right foot towards the windows, your right hand towards the whiteboard. So it's kind of like a little traction in both directions. Beautiful. And now again, initiate with your belly towards your back waist to the mat to bring your leg up. And change the prop into your other foot. Again, work on that hamstring stretch. You can keep lying down, Scooter. This isn't as bad as some people do it, but this one's outer rotated, this one's inner rotated. And now keeping the back body active, particularly belly to the back waist. And change the prop just into your left hand and open up the left foot. Try to keep the right hip down by reaching through the ball of your right big toe. Yeah. Doesn't that help?
Mm-hmm.
Press into me. Mm-hmm. I could see that all the way up into here. Press into me. Yeah. And now use the belly to the back waist to bring the leg up and twist towards the right. Reach towards the left. All the way under the pinky toe side. And lengthen this down, but lift that up. Good. Is everybody looking to the left? That's,
So, yeah,
but doesn't that make a difference?
yes.
Good, now belly to the back, waist to the mat to come back up through center. Put your prop away and take your knees into your armpits. You can either just be a hug here or take the shins straight up. Elbows inside, grab the feet from the outside. Try and keep your sacrum on the ground and your shoulder blades on the back. So bend your elbows and pull. Mhm. Good. And grab your eye bag and take rest. Good job.
I hate missing. It feels like I go backwards.
Is that the way you like it?
My eye bag. No, I said I hate missing yoga because then I feel like I go backwards and stuff.
You were great. Don't worry about it.
I won't worry, I just like being here more, that's all.
You can do yoga on YouTube when you miss.
I started doing my sheets again.
So use your exhale breath to let everything go. Make sure your butt flesh is moving towards your heels, shoulder blades on the back, and palms up. Take some nice deep breaths. Gently begin to move and stretch. And stay with your breath and awareness of your body as you move to a comfortable seat. Once you arrive, take a few breaths into your central channel and just continue to cultivate this inner lift. And hands palms out, transmitting peace to all beings. Let's close class with one Om Shanti Shanti and an Om. Inhale. Om Shanti Shanti Namaste. Happy day. Was he good, Bill?
Did you call her Spunky?
Scooter.
Scooter?
Because her legs, when she